peace and innocence of God. Ordinary magnificence of all creation. Walking in this perceived world is the learning in every moment. The opportunity of remembering love is every moment's possibility. And it is within every moment that love is completely present and all that there is. It's essential to hold this truth in your heart. That in any moment and in every moment, being only one moment, it's the moment of remembering. To realize so deeply that choosing love is totally a choice. But it's a choice that has been forgotten in the world and vastly ignored in the past. Deeply ignored in the past in favor of the belief that there is battle, that there are differences, that there is separation, and that there is death. But every moment, love is still here, and all that there is. The learning of love is the learning of every purpose of you being in a body and of being on this earth plane. It is truly the only purpose. As you walk through form and experience form, love is constant. The forms change. And with the forms changing, there seems to be different levels and degrees. Levels and degrees of the perception of good and bad and right and wrong. And things that are worthwhile and things that are not worthwhile. Things that have been given value by the belief of the past. But the calling of love is always with you. Love is always calling you, always present and available. Available to whisper to you as you listen. Available to redirect your awareness as you are willing. The guest. The guest is really not really a guest. The guest, the friend, God, is truly all that there is. But first the guest must be invited. And it will seem like a guest or someone that you thought you didn't know and have to learn to trust and have to learn to listen But the truth of love is so pure, so innocent, so perfect, that you will soon find in invitations to the guest, in willingness to listen and to be guided, that love will never take you in a direction that is not completely helpful. Love will never pull the rug out from underneath you. And love never changes. Love is the constant light, the constant peace, the constant harmony, the constant joy that cannot be figured out in any way. But welcome that love, welcome the peace and the harmony, welcome the guidance, welcome the whisper. And you will begin to feel the comfort and peace that comes with the welcome. In every moment, in every day, love is willing and available to lead you, to bless you, to comfort you, until you have received and bathed in so much comfort and so many blessings that you finally realize there's no you and no love that is separate, that it's all that there is. It is who you truly are, what you are. It is what the truth is of all life. And this just has to be accepted day by day, in every situation, in every moment. Allow prayer to fill your heart as you walk in this world. And you will find that prayer becomes the communion. And as you remember that prayer is not for God in the sense that God needs prayer, or needs you to be in prayer, or needs you to deliver prayers, but so that you can remember a deeper truth as you walk in this world. The willingness to surrender the past because you truly want to surrender the future and have it unlike the past. Surrender the future into the hands of God. To surrender the future into the hands of God is to open to the breathtaking truth of love. The willingness that every moment be so unlike the past that it has nothing in common with what you thought you knew of the past. That you can open, trusting the future, letting it unfold because you are confident that the future is in the hands of God and will be perfect in love's harmony. All the nightmares will end in that confidence, the confidence of love, the confidence of truth, the confidence of light. in this moment. Breathing fully and deeply, and even looking at, where did I forget to breathe today? Or where did I make my breath so shallow because of tension or fear? Or using the mind to try to control the day and not connecting with holy breath. But every moment is new, and in this moment, breathe deeply and allow the holy breath to fill all the energy bodies, and affirm you're willing to rest and not hold any tension of any thoughts of separation or difficulty or problems. We're breathing deeply and fully, giving the day and the future into the hands of God. And in that trust and that confidence, letting go, surrendering all tension, all belief in tension that comes from the mind and expresses itself through the body, surrendering it all into the hands of God. Willing to rest here in this moment, willing to allow, and willing to surrender all thoughts of control which have held every beloved as a prisoner in the belief of separation, believing that the mind and the vigilance of the mind could control outcomes and experiences and demands of fear. But now just resting. And as you surrender, surrendering the mind into the hands of God, and continuing to breathe, willing to open the heart in this moment, focused on inviting the heart to open as you surrender, in the willingness to learn the way of the open heart, and willing to be transformed by the power of love, surrendering the heart to be opened by love itself. And breathing and affirming. There's nothing to do, nothing to prove, just the surrender of all beliefs of fear and hatred, all beliefs in battle, all beliefs that anything can hurt or damage anything or anyone, and to truly accept that everything is pure light of love, beyond the form, beyond the meaning that has been given to every form. And affirming. Every beloved is the heart of God. Every element in the universe is the light of God. inviting every beloved to come and rest in your heart, willing for your heart to expand into the entire universe, to hold every beloved's heart in the one heart, reuniting into oneness. In truth, no one has ever left, nothing has ever changed the truth of all love. But the belief of separation is held as a reality when all that it is an illusion. And the willingness to be shown the truth of reality, of oneness, of union. Willing for the heart and the mind to open to inner vision, remembering love. Opening to that holy communion in an open heart. And to allow the breath to continue deeply and fully, and affirming again and again, I choose love. I choose peace. I choose to see the innocence and divine equality in all life. Lead the way for me, dear God. Show me in every moment. Walk with me in every moment. Guide my every footstep. I surrender my mind and every thought to be transformed and remembered only as love. And breathing and allowing and affirming that here in the infinite circle of love we are one. One in the heart of all life, one in the heart of God. There is only one presence here. It is the life force of God. Within this life force, we live and move and breathe as one. Breathing and affirming this sanctuary is all love. This universe is all love. Nothing else can exist. Only love is the source of the universe. And breathing and affirming, I am willing. I am willing to remember. I am willing to be transformed and return to awareness. I am willing to rest in God, with God, as God, resting, allowing, affirming. Every prayer and every moment can be a prayer with the conscious intention to open that holy communion with God, with Spirit, and remembering there's nothing else. Nothing else to think about, nothing else to do, nothing else to become, nothing else to figure out. Only the divine communion with peace and harmony, the truth of God. Let this prayer speak from your heart. Let it be the prayer that vibrates into your awareness as it transforms and brings healing love into your heart with what you truly want. Master, please open my heart. Master, please open my heart. Master, I am here. Master, I am here to love. Master, I am here to love. How can I open my heart so I can see your realm? So I can see your realm. Oh, Master, please guide me from the bottom of my soul. Please, Master, please save me. I ask you from the bottom of my heart. Please, oh Master, I am here, asking you for this love. Please give me your holy love. Please make me whole to my Father. Please, Master, I want to be whole. I want to be humble. I want to be in my heart. I want to be as one. I ask you for the forgiveness. I ask you for this love. I ask you for all the love. I ask you for my road. Master, please open my heart. There is nothing in the power of God that would any way refuse or limit the presence of the power of healing. But when you ask to have your heart opened, you are opening the door of your willingness. And your willingness is essential for your healing. Without your willingness to learn, without your willingness to be available to have your heart opened and to surrender all the beliefs of limitation and separation in whatever way that they have run your life, then God can serve you through the Spirit of love. Spirit of love has to be invited. Everyone has had lots of practice in inviting pain and suffering and battle and the belief of separation. That has been all too welcomed. But now is the time for love to shine, and love must be invited. Love must be learned from. Love must be the teacher to remember the truth of peace and harmony. Oh, Master, please guide me. Feel that in your heart of asking and having that in your heart as your intention. Please guide me. Please show me. Please make me whole to my Father is a way of saying, I have believed myself to be not whole. I have believed myself to not be holy, to not be innocent, to not be the light. Please show me what I truly am so that I can return home. Show me the way of truth. Please, Master, I want to be whole. And in that intention, in that wanting, love can serve. Love can bring the healing light of transformation into your heart as you surrender all the beliefs of all the deceitful places that you've held that you were separate and that you knew you were separate and that you believed in the pain and the suffering, and now wanting only to remember the holiness that you are. And in that willingness to see the holiness within, to also see it in everyone, in all equality, so that everyone can return to the one heart. I want to be humble. I want to learn of humility so that I can surrender all the arrogance of believing that I am damaged or alone or without. All the beliefs in scarcity can be let go and the swords can be dropped, and I can return. And the little me can disappear into the divine I am, in oneness with all creation. I ask for the forgiveness. I ask for the remembering of the truth of forgiveness, to forgive every mistaken identity that I've held, to forgive every mistaken idea that I have carried, to forgive myself for all the lies that I have made up in the past about separation, differences, and battle. I ask to remember love. Show me the way. I ask for my rose, the perfect flower that is growing and living in my heart. I want to be aware. I want to remember. Show me the way. Here I am, declaring the love within my heart. Here I want to affirm the love of our Divine Mother. I'm here to remember to love for all eternity. Here in this school of love, I'm here to learn gratitude for the moment and for the opportunity, and the deep gratitude for all divine beings that are leading me and showing me the way. Here in the light, our Mother reveals herself, our Divine Mother reveals herself, reminding me forever to praise the truth of the light and to never aggrandize myself. I have been small as I forgot about love. I saw myself as small and insignificant and weak. And now, within the truth of love, I can blossom into the great love of God and welcome the truth into my heart. I must open to the divine love with every beloved, all of us together, praising the truth of oneness. Here within this power, the power of love, we are here in deep gratitude to all divine beings, the healing that we are receiving within the heart. We accept, we welcome, and we trust. We trust and we rest in gratitude. Eu aqui vou seguindo, declarando o amor dentro do meu coração. Eu aqui quero afirmar o amor de nossa Mãe, para sempre no amor. Aqui, na escola do amor, eu venho agradecer a todos seres divinos dentro da luz de nosso amar, para sempre vou louvar e nunca me agradecer. Sou pequeno do tamanho do amor, para dentro desta luz o grande amor pode ser. Amar junto com os meus irmãos, todos nós seguindo juntos, e o Deus poder louvar. Aqui dentro do poder, devemos agradecer a nosso Pai, a nossa Mãe, as curas que vamos recebendo dentro do coração, amando e agradecendo. It's so easy to forget about gratitude, and yet gratitude is such a powerful doorway, such a powerful element of love. To remember with gratitude all that is being received in every moment, and in every way being so grateful that what you believed in from the past is not real. So grateful that you were mistaken about what you thought you knew. So grateful that the past nightmares of separation have no truth in them, and that every beloved and every element of life is the perfection of God, beyond the body, beyond the identity, beyond the personality, beyond the temporary. All that's been made and is held in a temporary identity will fall away. And the permanent, eternal life force of God is what you truly are. The beauty, the perfection, the power of the universe. The willingness to be so grateful that only love is real. Only love. Only love. Not the love that has been called love in this world, which is really fear, but the truth of love. One love. All of creation one. It has not rained light. It has not rained light for many days. The wells in most eyes look drought-stricken. Thus, friends are not easy to find in this barren place, where most everyone has become ill from guarding nothing. On this primal caravan, careers and cities appear real in this intense desert heat. Mirages are believed in. Illusions are held as accurate. But I say to my beloved ones, don't get lost in them. It has not rained light here for days. Look, most everyone is diseased from making love to nothing. Why is this so essential to realize? In the world of illusion, stories are held as reliable. They're held as accurate beliefs of the past. Every beloved who has walked on this earth has believed the journey of separation. Books have been written about biographies of identity. And one of the most insidious elements of trying to make sense of the illusion is trying to understand the insanity of someone's perception. Trying to make sense of behaviors, trying to be able to identify what it means and make sense of it in this world. But it can't be made sense of because it's all the same illusion. The unreal does not become real. The unreal just changes form and changes storylines, but it all stays unreal. It has not rained light for many days, and the wells in most eyes look drought-stricken. When you're looking for love, you can feel very drought-stricken, but not necessarily recognizing it as being drought-stricken, believing that pain and suffering is normal. It's just maybe your lot in life that has to be accepted, instead of recognizing that everyone in the illusion becomes ill from guarding nothing, trying to protect an identity, trying to protect a false identity. So love is always calling to no longer let yourself get lost in those wild imaginings that come from the mind, and to return to the purpose of love. To change directions and recognize that this is now a journey of love rather than a journey of death. In truth, there is no journey because you are the light, you are the beauty, you are the perfection. All is divine and peaceful, but it just isn't recognized in the beliefs of separation. So all the teachings come to help lead the way and to teach the importance of surrendering what's been made up, the willingness to truly open to the correction of love, the correction that is all love, that says basically, you don't have to walk in the pain and suffering anymore. Let go of what you think you know and just allow yourself to be led moment to moment. The learning of love is the journey. The learning of love is the invitation from your heart. And as you learn to love through guidance, through the willingness to be led, Love will never fail to lead you. All of the teachings of love have only one purpose, which is to bring you back out of the trance of the belief of separation into the wholeness of your true divine self, the self that is one with all creation. Why is it so difficult to, or seems so difficult to remember love? Because in this world, love is not known. There's nothing to compare it to. There's nothing to attach to in this world that compares with the truth of love. And yet love is all that there is. So the belief in something that's not real is intensely held as this must be real because it's all I know. And learning to trust in the journey of love, putting your trust in God that you forgot, and to truly surrender what you thought you knew is such a leap of faith. It truly is, because in every moment it is a leap of faith. It goes against everything that you think you already know. You can't use the past as something that's going to help you follow it. It's coming empty into this moment, which takes courage. Courage and confidence that the masters that have been sent to you truly are the way home. There's always two hands in the journey of love. In one hand, there is receiving of truth. The outstretched hand that says, I'm willing, show me the way. I receive the gifts, I receive the blessings, I receive the teachings, I receive the light, I receive the lamp that will lead me. I say yes to learning. And the other hand that says, I'm willing to surrender everything I've made up. I'm willing to surrender what I thought I knew about the past, who I thought I was, what I thought I was, what I thought life was for, what I thought I knew in every way. And then the hands are together, both essential to the journey of love. And yet, as these hands extend, they are also learning to extend love, to extend the heart through the form, through every form and every experience, offering love. And offering love isn't saying I love you, even though that can be expressed. It's offering peace. It's offering innocence. And it's surrendering at the same time condemnation. All the condemnations of judgments and opinions and ideas. extending into love. The heart, the sacred heart that is in the center of your being, the center of God within you, has been held, imprisoned in terror, in fear. The past has been used as evidence, and every element of the past has said, you see, I'm right. You see, I'm right to stay protected and defended. You see, I'm right. And in the calling to the spiritual journey, whenever that occurs, you're being asked to let go of being right. Not because you should be stripped of power, but because being right has no power. Because being right is the place of pain and suffering. Because everything that you believe you've been right about was about separation, about the rules of the world, about all these ideas of being a body and that you can die and that you're limited and that you're alone and that you're without and that scarcity is real. All of that is what being right is all about. That suspicions are accurate, that vengeance is essential, that it's a necessary weapon, that caution is an attribute, that doubt is legitimate, that judgment has value, that opinions are valid. That is what being right in the world is. I'm right that I am unloved. I'm right that the world is bitter and cold and without love. I'm right that I have to fend for myself. I'm right that I have to figure things out. I'm right that life is a struggle. I'm right that I am not heard. I'm right I'm right about everybody that I've known. I'm right about difficulty. I'm right about differences. All of this is held tightly, so tightly that it goes through one incarnation after another. And in every incarnation, you have the same beliefs. In the moment of incarnation, all the beliefs are already there, waiting for the next download of the next identity that says, I'm right again. And every beloved has believed that the entire purpose of being on this earth was to prove how right you are. In whatever ways. I'm right about light and dark. I'm right about right and wrong. My rules are right. And when the question comes up spiritually, the question of love comes up, and God whispers, would you rather be happy or right? You can begin to recognize that being right has never brought you to peace or joy or harmony. Being right has never taken you out of the fear of death. Being right has never stopped the agony within of trying to prove your worth. Actually, all it's done is give it fuel, give it purpose. And the funniest element of walking in this world in the belief of separation is that everyone, for the most part of their lives, defends being right, actually defends the identity of pain and suffering. That's how upside down it all is, to defend an identity of damage and pain and suffering, and hating it at the same time, but defending it. And when the truth of God, the Spirit of love, whispers within every divine teaching, whispers to you, you are not what you think you are. You are the light of God, and the past was a trance of untruth. Anger arises for many, and see that as blasphemy. How dare you question my damage and my pain? Again, the upside downness is insanity. In the light of love, why would we resist being the light of God? Why would we defend being miserable and damaged? Why would we defend the right to hate, the right to have vengeance, the right to have bitterness? In the spiritual journey, you begin to see the insanity of being right. And pretty soon the gratitude starts filtering in through the yes, even if at its little willingness levels. And you begin to question, how right can I be if I continue to be miserable? And what for? When it isn't God's will for me, according to the teachings that I am learning to accept. Moment by moment, love offers the way to remember. It's a temporary state. The journey is a temporary state. In truth, there is nothing to be in a journey about, other than that every beloved believes that they're in a journey of separation and death. And none of it is real. None of it is true. Let love penetrate through as you willingly accept that the belief in pain and suffering is mistaken, that none of it is reality, and it need not be. It need not be. From this moment, it need not be. The awakening to love itself. So you begin to question with the help of love. You begin to question more deeply, more honestly, what's running here? What am I believing in? Because only you can question what you are holding in your belief of authenticity. When you ask the question, what is the outcome that I want? If you ask that question, what is the outcome that I want? And you honestly answer it, you may see the two hands again. What is the outcome that I want in this moment from this situation? Honestly, you may think you want to be right. Honestly, you may believe that you want vengeance, or you want to prove that you know, or you want to prove that your idea of needs is legitimate. Well, here is the hand surrendering everything that you thought you knew into the hands of God. And in the other hand, with the same question, what is the outcome that you want? To answer that question is to be honestly remembering, I want to remember peace. I want to be led. I want to be shown the truth. I want to learn of peace. I want to learn the way of love. I want to learn to open my heart and be free. And they both are here, one surrendering the made-up past and one inviting the truth. Again, extended for love. And both necessary. Every teaching that brings you to honesty about your beliefs that you carry is essential. To shine the light on the hidden unawareness of unconscious trance state, bringing it to the light. To accept the teaching, to not make your true purpose conditional on someone else in your life. That your true purpose stay focused in the heart and in your purpose of your true calling, and to not make it dependent on someone else's beliefs or someone else's way or someone else's behaviors of any kind. But that in each moment, your true purpose is not conditional on anyone else. That's where you begin to find that firmness of the heart, and you begin to connect with your true strength, the strength of God. That you are the light that the universe is waiting for to remember. That you are the light that is here to serve humanity. And that you are holding that light, your true purpose, as deeply as possible in every moment. This is the same awareness as remembering that whoever is sanest in the moment is called to serve love. And if you are aware of this teaching, it's you. You are the sanest in the moment who is called to serve love. And the willingness to answer that call. No matter what seems to be going on around you, you're called to the service of love. You're called to holding the light of love for every beloved that has been brought into your life, and In you holding the light of love, you are allowing them to serve you. Doesn't seem possible that they are serving you, but they are serving you by strengthening your intention, by strengthening with the help of God. Please, God, strengthen my intention of holding this light for these beloveds, by seeing them as the innocence of love. Let me hold the truth for every beloved that they are the light of love and they are not responsible for my choices. Everybody's heard the saying, "You made me so angry. You made me so angry. You made me so sad. You made me so disgusted. You made me so disturbed." You can fill in the blank. No one makes anyone else anything. When you believe that someone else makes you behave in a certain way or think in a certain way or react in a certain way or choose a certain way, you are believing that you are a victim of something outside yourself. No one makes anyone do anything. Every beloved chooses and has to choose between fear and love, has to choose between hate and peace. And in the journey of love, those are the choices all the time. Am I choosing peace in this moment? Am I choosing to rest in God in this moment? Or am I choosing to see it as someone else is in charge and responsible for what I think and what I do? No one else is responsible for what you think and you do. It is your choice. In the past, it didn't seem like it. In the past, because the ego identity is so invested and lives because of the belief of being a victim, the past reflected that, reflected being a victim, being less, being at the effect of others. But in the spiritual journey of love, it is essential to recognize I'm not a victim of the world I see. I choose what I believe. I choose the feelings that I experience. I choose how I see the world. I choose whether I look through the lens of hatred and lack, or I choose to look through the lens of God, through the heart of God, through the truth of God, and put my faith in the teachings of love, in that acceptance of love. Love does not change. Love does not waver up and down. Love does not get little and big according to what you think is occurring. That is not love. That is reaction, that is emotion, that is feeling that has come from the mind of separation. Love is constant. Love is eternally, always maximum. Whether you are open to that love in that way is not the key. The key is that love is always maximum. Love is always all that there is, and it never changes. Love does not change. It exists independently of the form or the situation in which it expresses itself. It is not dependent on the form or the situation. Love is independent of the situation. Situations move through, forms move through like the weather. They move through, the form changes, constantly changing. You raise your hand, the form changes. You put your hand down, the form changes. You make a fist, the form changes. Situations are constantly changing and shifting, but love doesn't. Love is the constant, always peaceful, always all harmony, all light, all joy. And that must be accepted and learned. And it is a deep learning. From moment to moment that you are in what looks like your everyday life is a deep learning to hold that constant. And it is a choice to hold it. So that constant is the same thing as firmness. Firmness in love. The center is firm, constant in love. You walk through a mall and you believe that all of this activity is happening around you. You don't even know who these beloveds are by their names, by their personalities, by their stories. You don't, but they are all one in the heart of God. And the love within you, the love that you are, the love that you are learning to recognize is God within. All peace, all joy, all harmony is the constant moving through the mall in what looks to be a body, but the love is constant. The love is radiating. And it's not at the effect of somebody yelling over there and some baby crying over there and some small child running in front of you or a crowd that you can't get through. That's the mind. That's the mind of the ego that is making decisions all the time of likes and dislikes and good and bad and right and wrong. Assessing, assessing, assessing. I like this, I don't like this. This is good, this is bad. And this is where all the pain comes from. Come home from the mall. Geez, that was rough. It was so crowded. There was so much stuff going on. I didn't like it. Well, in the way of love, you were there to offer love. You were there to bless and comfort and be the constant of truth, of light, of peace, of harmony, and only willing to see the innocence and beauty of each beloved. Walking within a body and yet not dependent on the body for okayness. Not upset because something seems to be going on that you don't like. And all that suffering comes through the body. All that belief in suffering comes rushing through the body. And yet, even if the body is so tired that it can't even sit up, the spirit is still the joyous center of all being. It is not at the effect of the body and does not depend on the body for its likes and dislikes of anything, because there are no likes and dislikes. They don't mean anything. God, where would you have me be? How would you have me serve in this moment? What would be most helpful? Show me so that I can learn, so that I can heal, so that I can remember the truth and come home to love. Listening and accepting that love does not change. It exists independent of the form or of any situation or any other beloved. It is the constant of the heart within. Open, available, and offering love without conditions. Just peace and joy and harmony. This is the way that love keeps calling everyone in all of these different teachings that have to be used in the daily life. Everything in every moment is your teacher. Everything in every moment is the opportunity of learning. Now, the ego does not want to learn, except to learn more about battle. And yet love is calling you to that learning. Love is calling you to that place of humility that says, I'm willing to learn. I'm here to learn. I don't want to waste one more lifetime not learning the way of love, not accepting the divine opportunity that I have in this moment of learning love, moment to moment. Communing with God is the learning of life. It can't be done through someone else. It can't be mimicked by believing that someone else has the ticket that you don't have, the right way that you don't have. It's opening your heart to that divine communion within and accepting the stillness, the quiet of hearing the voice of love, guiding you in every moment, finding the strength within through the strength of God. God is my strength. God is my life. God is all that there is. Moment to moment. Moment to moment. Compassion is learning to open the heart and be available for love. But compassion is always connected to detachment. To be detached doesn't mean to be without love. To be detached really says, I'm not invested in outcomes. I'm not invested in how somebody thinks of me. I'm not invested in any opinions. To open to compassion is to open to detachment, because it's the universal element of love, equally shared, equally given, equally accepted in every way. You cannot offer love and seek to control others, having opinions about what you think you know about them, or how they should behave, or what their life should be like, or what they give you or what they don't give you. The true compassion recognizes the innocence of every beloved and focuses all strength and love on that innocence, learning to love through the willingness to accept the innocence of every beloved. On this primal caravan, careers and cities can appear real. And to recognize, no, everything that is temporary, cities, bodies, they will all fall away. The spirit of love is the deep connecting point. That's the only truth, is the spirit of love. Everything else will disappear. It's not to try to hold on to it, to have safety, to have awareness of, I'm safe now because I have these things, but to go deeply within and touch into the truth of love. Seeking. Every time you heal and surrender, every time you surrender into the hands of God, it is felt in every heart and mind. It is received by every heart and mind. That is the power of your willingness to heal and to surrender. That is the power that you carry in this journey of love. That as you heal, thousands are healed with you. That is your power. That is your worth, not in the worth of what the way of being in a world thinks it's worth, but your intrinsic truth of who you are. The strength, the light, the innocence of love. Never having to do anything to prove your worth, ever. But also at the same time surrendering all of the ideas of the past, of confusion, of vengeance, of caution, of criticism, of whatever else that it is that you want to carry and believe that somebody else is doing something to you, keeping something from you when everything is already within you. No one can keep something from you. No one can change the truth of who you are. That is all the guarantee of God. You are the light of God. You are the truth of God. And the communion is within. The communion is within, and then the extension of that love, that purity of love that demands nothing of others, that expects nothing of others, that isn't looking to anyone else for approval or for worth of any kind, but to keep learning to offer love. Love without conditions. Every time you heal, thousands heal with you. With every thought that you heal, every time you let go of a belief, every time you're willing to love and offer love and peace instead of fear and irritation or however else it shows up, others are blessed as you heal, as you accept peace. You accept peace for them as you accept it for yourself. The gloriousness of remembering that in the truth, it is raining light. In the truth of an open heart, you will see it rain light. The light that is being rained floods the heart, floods the mind, floods the eyes, floods the senses, because you don't want anything else. because it's all that's real. And love is remembered. Right here, right now.